small forward position, standing 6'5", number 3, Ball. The other guard, at 6'6", number 24, Knippel. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 7, number 32, the head coach of the Hornets is Charles Lee. And your Charlotte Hornets.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Williams is out there with Toumani Camara. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then there's Avdia. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for the Hornets, Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knippel. Ball is out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Here's Ball. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Ball against Lillard. Five to shoot. Deflected. A deep 3 from Ball. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Talk about the range. I mean, he's got amazing feel from that distance. Woo.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage. Yeah, even dating back to his early NBA days, Lillard is a crafty scorer in the paint.
Knippel with a bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Lillard after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. On the take. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that quickness from Lillard is still there, guys. Plus, he can finish it, too.
Puts up a deep 3. Knippel, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Lillard. It's tipped. Ball passes to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Now Portland with it. They trail by 6. Ball with a steal. From deep three-point land. Poke loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And with the playoffs around the bend, here are the Western standings. You look at Portland holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference.
When I look at Portland, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
Now here's Kamara. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And that one's good. Lillard's got 6. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Guys, back over to you.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Kamara. Thibault, he's checked in for Avdia. And it's Henderson in for Holiday. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Grant. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Rejected by Okongwu.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Pass to Knippel from deep. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, I got a feeling Knippel's going to hit a lot of those in his career. He's got a terrific stroke from long range.
From deep three-point land. The putback. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
To stop the run. Oh, the nice bucket inside by Thibault.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Hornets leading by 10. Miller outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Trailblazers.
Portland ball.
And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. Murray's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Number 24, Chris Murray.
.52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Murray. On the wing, Grant. Murray finds Grant. Now Klingon. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
I love it. When Klingon starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
Here's Miller, and he jams it home with authority.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Blazers trail by 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Grant. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers, number 8, Denny Avdia.
19 seconds left in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Okongwu.
Look, Okongwu came into the league as a shot blocker, but his instincts and timing have only gotten better.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. And that's not going to go. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Hornets up 10 and quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. Brandon Miller is out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Ball in at the 3. That's the Hornets 5. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Avdia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see how poised Avdia is. Just a terrific job getting inside and cashing in.
And they get it back. Ball outside. From behind the arc. They get it again. Miller outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Blazers trail by 6. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Charlotte, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
I think for the Hornets, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Blazers trail by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Lillard. Grant, right side. Klingon. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Klingon's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Ball throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Avdia against Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, here's Klingon. Hornets with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Charlotte leading by 4. A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, BA. Denny was just 24 when he got moved.
Oh, wow! Look at that range!
Are you kidding me?
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped.
You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up to send it back.
Avdia pulls it in.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Ball outside. The 3 connects again from distance.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Lillard passes to Graham. Rejected by Okongwu. A nice shot by Klingon. Hornets leading by 8. Ball way outside. It's hauled in by Henderson.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Pass to Lillard. Puts the move on. Inside, Dame gets it to go.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your pocket life arena entertainment.
Hey there and welcome. It's getting hot in here and the postseason hunt is getting even hotter. Never a better time for a look at the league power rankings.
You take a look at the Hornets. They're the best team in the league and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're clicking from outside, hard cuts to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 6. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamara in at the 4. Good. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Knipple. 12 points for him. Launches it from deep. Offensive board. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 15.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. There's a screen by Kamara. Clock at 6. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
Oh, count it! Did that just happen, Coach?
That should be worth more than 3 points.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Fires from way outside. Portland with a rebound. You know, off the court stand, Damian Lillard has another career going as a rapper.
Well, DA, I've enjoyed a few tracks, though I prefer his performance on the hardwood where his shooting and scoring do all the time.
And Ball throws it down.
Don't blink. Ball will blow your doors off.
Lillard against Ball. Williams. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Ball. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Wow. Did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
The quick look, no good that time.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Portland moving it around. Lillard against Ball. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 16 points.
Well, when Dame gets going, good luck slowing him down. Tonight has been vintage Lillard.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Nails it from 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Kamara. Back to Avdia. And here's Lillard. He's got 16. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it.
I mean, he just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
Tries to save it. And so the ball out of bounds. Knipple touched it last. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Sunday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
In that game against the Rockets, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Klingin, he's checked in for Williams. Grant comes in for Kamara. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Drew Holiday. Blazers trail by 7. Here's Lillard. Blocked!
Excellent defense from Knipple. The rookie showing some moxie.
Avdia finds Grant. Pass to Henderson. Second chance effort. Miller pulls it in.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in. Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
To the left side wing. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Lillard outside. Here's Grant. And it's good for 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look. Well, that's how you draw it up. Great execution.
And here's Grant from the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Charlotte closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game is... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Hornets leading by 7. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. Okongwu out there with Miller. And it's Ball in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Henderson with it. Grant outside. Henderson with a screen on Miller. The drive by Grant. Ball with a steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. Throws it up high. Ooh, ball polishes off the line.
And LaMelo can finish those alley-oops just as well as he can create them.
And Portland has possession. Now Henderson. 11-point game. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
To the middle. Here's Miller. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 7 assists in the game. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Ball with a steal. The 3 is up. Aggressive from deep. LaMelo Ball. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Portland making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Lillard. Puts it up off the inbound, and he lays it in.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Top of the key, and it's Charlotte with another.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
That's good from Grant on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Okongwu fires, knocks down the trifecta.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Blazers trail by 17. Lillard outside. Here's Grant. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
Can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. It's deflected. It's stolen by Henderson. Got a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the fourth. Lillard there for the rebound.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Up again. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Lillard, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hornets.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And this is win number 60 for the year. A huge milestone for them and a testament to the effort and energy these guys bring every night.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Tipped away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. So Portland ends up going with a new group. Here's Grant. Yes! Using that window!
Assist goes to Reed.
Here's Ball. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he misses the deep three. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Tipped. Here's Knipple. The putback.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Wesley. It's deflected. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Portland ball. Substitution on the court.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Henderson against Ball. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.